This doctor saw it coming, and I think people are starting to catch on now. So there was a doctor who was being interviewed by Drew Griffin. Now, some of you might remember Drew Griffin worked for CNN. He died, I think, 2 years ago, right, 2022. So a doctor who he was interviewing who took a stand against the arm ticket. This doctor stated that, in a nutshell, he didn't want to take part in the genocide that was going to take place with the arm ticket. So, of course, Drew Griffin is asking this doctor, and the doctor's name is Rashid Ali Buttar. He's asking his doctor, well, I took the arm ticket. Do you think that I'm going to die? And the doctor goes, let's see in 3 years, and then we'll talk. A year later from that interview, Drew Griffin passed away. Now, upon researching Drew Griffin's death, apparently he died from cancer, and every article states that it was a long battle. But not one article, including Wikipedia, talks about his diagnosis, or rather when he was diagnosed. So that long battle could have been 6 months, could have been a year. Hell, it could have been 5 years. But no one and no article states that how long it was. Now, normally, when it's a long time and somebody passes away from it and they were suffering for a long time, they will say that they were diagnosed back in 2020, 2014, nothing. It just says long battle. And I started to notice that a lot of famous or news anchors or correspondents, when they pass away from cancer, there is no time of diagnosis. With everybody else, and before Mr. 19, there was a time of diagnosis. Anybody who died from it, they were like, well, he was diagnosed back in, 2012 or 2013. There's none of that anymore. They just keep telling us now that it's a long battle. That long battle. And listen, if you get the big C, a long battle, that is 6 months, a year, 2 years, that's a long time to have it, especially if you're paying for the duration of that. So I'm not arguing that, but what I'm arguing is that even the media is catching on, and they're throwing terms out there like long battle, undiagnosed. And when Drew Griffin passed away, a lot of the articles, which I can't see now, I can't find now, a lot of the articles say he died suddenly. And then a day later, they said he had a long cancer battle. But again, we don't know. We don't know how long that was. I do find it interesting now, though, that somebody put a compilation together of people, especially news anchors, passing out on live TV. Now, I have an uncut version of this on Rumble, so you can see those two videos on Rumble. But with that, guys, this is going to be, we're going to see this pick up, like I said before. I said last year, and I said at the beginning of this year, we're going to start seeing it amp up. We're going to see more people pass away. I'm even including now suicides. A lot of that is happening all over the world. A lot of famous people are up and ending it all out of nowhere. And then when you look at the articles and they talk to the people who were in their lives, some people, if not most, are saying, I didn't see this coming. He never led on to it. There were certain people like Robin Williams that sort of led on to it within the family, not us in the outside world. But a lot of people are starting to, and there's a lot of murder suicides. A lot. There's not, it's skyrocketed in the last 2 years. Skyrocket. Everybody's doing it. Cops are doing it. Firefighters are doing it. EMTs, doctors, lawyers, you name it, they're doing it. This, guys, and again, I talk about the arm ticket because we're going to be talking about this a lot more. Because this is interesting, guys, that so many people fell victim to it. Which is more asinine right now is that we're watching this happen. People are like, oh my God, it has to be the arm ticket. But then asking those same people, what are you going to do if they make you do this with the feather fever? Oh, I'm going to have to take it again to keep my job. So you're stupid. So what you're telling me is you're the most stupidest person on this planet because you're watching people pass away. You're watching people pass away suddenly. You're watching people lose their shit, go crazy, but you're going to take the next one that comes down because you have to keep your job. Your job will replace you as soon as you die. As soon as someone calls in, hey, Joseph Milani passed away 2 hours ago. All right, I guess we'll start hiring. And then they move on. You're done. Your family doesn't get anything, and they move on. Now, if you work for a city agency, your family will get something. That's if you work for a city agency and they're not a volunteer. People are When I asked these people about that, I was surprised that they told me they would do it again because they have to keep their job. One guy was I think a chief in the fire department. He's stupid. And then the other one was one of my kid's mother. She's stupid. And I call these people stupid to their fucking faces because I've never seen anything like it. We are watching so many people get sick, ailments, and they are worried about keeping their job. This tells you guys that people are slaves to their job. If you are willing to put your life on the line for a job that hates you, there's something wrong with that. If you were sick and got sick after taking the Mr. 19 arm ticket, but then faced with the possible option of taking it for the fever frenzy or the feather fever, bird flu, you're considering it taken with that, there's something stupidly wrong with you. Because it's evident what's going on. And of course, the media is skirting it here in the United States. Other places are entertaining it. Other places are asking questions. Other countries, rather, are asking questions as to what is going on. But here in America, we're worried about Puffy and Celine Dion making a comeback tour. That's what we're worried about here. We're worried about the Hawk 2 girl, this chick, who's gone viral for making a simple statement. This is what we're entertaining ourselves with. We're done. Toast, doomed, however you want to put it. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.